morning, everyone. At the end of this video, this is the dashboard we are going to be able to build. So let's get right into it. Okay, so firstly, let's create our KPIs. Or let's do our modeling first. Click on the data points, come up right here, insert, pivot table, add this to data model, and okay. So we're going to rename this to, okay, let's do our KPI first. So KPI. So the first KPI we would like to create the number of employees. So we're going to do that on our fact table. So right click here, add measure. Then let's name this as number of employees equals to count, fact table, employee ID. Close your brackets. We want it as number and we want the end result as a whole number. So let's check our DAX formula. It's correct. I will click OK. We have that right here. So let's just bring it here. Okay. So next, let's create average or total salary equals to sum. What are we summing? The salary on our fact table. Close your brackets. We want it in currency and we want this dollar symbol. Let's check our formula. It has no error. Okay. Let's drag this down here. Next, let's create average age, average salary, average YOS. So let's do that one by one. Is average age equals to average fact table age. Close your brackets. We want it number. We want the end result as one number. Check a DAX formula and click OK. Okay, so let's drag it in also. So let's create average year of service and average salary. Right click, add measure is average YOS. YOS means year of service. So equals to average fact table year of service. Close your brackets. We want as number and we want it as a whole number. Check a DAX formula. This formula has no error. Okay. So next, let's create the average salary. Okay, let's go ahead. So next, we want to calculate the average salary. Right click, add measure, and let's rename this as average salary. So equals to average fact table salary. Close the brackets. We want it as currency, and let's confirm that our DAX formula is correct, and it is. Click on OK. So let's drag salary here also. The last but not the least, we want to check the number of employees that are due for promotion. How do we do that? Okay, so let's write due for promotion. So equals to, we're going to use two formulas to achieve this. Calculate and calculate then distinct count. So when you calculate it, make sure you count the unique values. Distinct count, our fact table employee ID. Close your bracket here and put a comma. Now we want to filter. So filter, what are we filtering? Dimension promotion. Put a comma to say where dimension promotion equals to dimension. Okay, we want the promotion status. So we want to filter dimension promotion. On dimension promotion, promotion status, where it's what? Due for promotion. So everywhere you see due for promotion, filter it and give us the values. Close quotation. And we're going to close the bracket twice because we have two formulas. We want it at number, and we want it at one number. Let's confirm our that formula has no error and click on OK. So let's drag this here. Okay, we're good to go. We have, so let's extract this. So equals to A4 equals to B4 equals to C4 equals to D4 equals to E4 equals to F4. Okay, so we're good to go here. So next, let's bring in another pivot table and let's start our modeling. So insert pivot table, add to data model, and so let's start with the first one. We're going to create 7 charts for this, and 7 charts. Let's just create 7 charts for this. Let's model 7. So first, let's do for promotion. That's the first one. So click on all, and we have our dim promotion here. Drag promotion status to row, and on our fact table, the measure we created, number of employees to values. So due for promotion is 29, not due for promotion is 56. So let's call in a chart for this. Let's use a column chart. Okay, we are okay with this. So let's clean our charts. Remove the primary vertical, remove chart title, remove grid lines, remove legend, add data labels. Right click over here, hide all view buttons on charts. Right click here and say no outline. Okay, so Ctrl C, come down here, Ctrl V. Now we want to check marriage status. So we're going to remove this. Undo marriage, bring down marriage status. So we have this 50 are married, 2 their marital status are just others, and 33 are singles. So let's sort this from largest to smallest, and let's bring in a donut chart for this. Let's clean our charts. We don't need a chart title. We need labels. We need our legend. Right click here and say hide all few buttons on chat. You can bring out this. Okay, let's move on to the next. So Control C, Control V. So next we want to check states. So marital status. Let's go to dim states, dimension states, and put state of origin here. For this, we want to just use the six top states. So go to value field setting, top 10, and we want to select just six and click on OK. So we have this. Let's sort them. Okay, let's bring in, let's use a bar chart for this. Okay, so let's sort from smallest. Bar chart is always like this. It always gives the reverse of whatever you ask for. So right click and let's sort from smallest to largest. Okay, let's clean our charts. Remove the primary horizontal, remove chart title, read lines, legend, add data label. Right click here, hide all field buttons on charts and say no outline. Okay, so let's on to the next. Control C, Control V. So for this now, we want to check age and gender. We want to use both of them together. So for this, we're going to take age range to row and we are going to take gender to column. So we have it like this. So we can't sort them because we want it to run chronologically like this. So let's bring in a chart. For this, we're going to use a clustered column chart. Pivots. Okay, they already gave us that. So let's clean our chart. Right here. Remove primary vertical. Add data labels. Remove grid lines. Remove legend. Oh, we need a legend, sorry. I click here and say hide all field buttons on chart. We don't want this line, so I click here and say no outline. Okay, so let's move on to the next, Control C, Control V. So let's check here in respect to the year each employee came into the company. So on our team date, we're going to drag year to rows and we have this. So we cannot sort because we want it like this. So in 2006 there were 14 employees, 2017 15 came and we can see there was an increase but there was a decline in 2021. Okay, so let's bring in a chart. For this we're going to use a line chart. We want to show the trend. Click on line and click on OK. Let's clean our charts. Axis, uncheck primary vertical, remove type, add data labels, remove grid lines, remove legend. Right click here and say hide all field buttons and charts. And let's make it smaller, but not too small. Okay, so let's move to the next. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, escape. And now we want to check salary range. Let's know the kind of salary each person they are receiving. Let's know if the low is more than the high. So for that, we're going to go to our dim salary and we're going to drag salary range here. So we see that more people are receiving low salary and very low. Okay, so let's bring in a chart for this. And for this, we're going to use a column chart. So in your axis, primary vertical, no chart title, data labels, remove grid lines, remove legend. Right here, hide all view button on charts. Let's reduce it a bit. We come to the line and say no outline. But last but not the least, let's check in respect to department. Ctrl C, come right here, Ctrl V. So let's take this out. On dim department, let's take department in. So let's bring in a bar chart. So primary horizontal, new chart title, add data labels, no grid lines, no legend. Right click here, hide all field buttons on chart. Right click here and say no outline. Okay, so we're done with this and we're done with our modeling. So let's rename this as model. And let's start building our dashboard. Insert. Okay, we're going to rename this as dashboard. Okay, so let's lock our screen first. Click on new, shift control, right click, and say hide. Next, click on 35, shift control, down button, right click, and say hide. As I come right up here, go to view and remove both of them. Okay, so we have the split screen now. So let's start. Let's color our background and bring in some charts. So Control A. So let's put a background color. So Control A, right click. Right here, I want to use the shade. And let's come to insert. I want to bring in a shape. Let's bring in the shape. To create it here, I want to first remove outline and say no outline. Okay, so next let's write the shape, the size we want this to be. So come over here, we want this to be 6.42. Now this size is depending on your system, please. And this will be 12.62. So please, it's depending on your system. So this is what, okay. So let's do this. We don't want that curvy shape. We don't want it too curvy. Okay, I think I'm okay with it like this. So let's change the color of this. So right click, come down to fill, more fill color. And let's write the code for this. 595959. Okay, let's do this. I don't like that color, so let me just use this. Let's go to fill and let's use this light gray background. All right. Okay, I'll use this one. So next, I'm going to bring in another shape. Insert shape to really here and say no outline. Then what size do I want it to be? So I want this to be 5.29 and this should be 1.88. Okay, so I'm going to just take it right here to just maintain the space. Okay, so let's fill in the color we want to use. Okay, so right click, fill, and I want to use gradient. So let's just right click on it and go to format shape. Go to fill, click on gradient fill. So I've selected my color previously. So what to do now? Let me show you the color of this. For this, all colors. This is the color code for the first one. 20948B. And this is a color code 595959. And this is just a neutral color in the background. So C7D5ED. Okay, so we have that already. So let's move right on to the next. Next, we want to bring in a template to write our heading. So what to do? So let's just duplicate this, Ctrl D. So I'm going to change this to white. But I want to add a shadow on my white. So how do we do that? I click over here and come to format shape. Let's go to line. Okay, no, sorry, come to the space. And this is shadow. And what color do we want our shadow to be? I want it to be this color. Okay, so let's reduce the size a bit. So let's bring in a text box. So click on insert, text box. And we want to write HR promotional analysis. So HR promotional analysis. So I want it to be Algerian. I want it bold. And I want the size to be 16. So let's click right on the shape and let's remove fill and outline. Shape format. And say no fill, no outline. Okay, so let's fix our shape into this box. Okay, I think let's do this. Let's reduce the box complete because of our space. So let's place this to the middle. Come to home and click on middle. So we have this here. Okay, so let's go ahead. So next, let's bring in our templates. We want to have 6 templates. So let's duplicate this, Ctrl D. Change this to white. So we're going to leave a space here for our slices. So let's do this. Ctrl D. So let's align this three. Come right here. Shape format. Align top. Distribute horizontally. Right here, let's duplicate this. Ctrl D. Ctrl D. Ctrl D. So align top. Distribute horizontally. Okay, so let's shift it up a bit. Okay, so we have our shape, but let's remove the curves from the edges. I feel the curve are a bit much, so let's just do this. Oh, I think okay. So next, let's start bringing in our charts. The first chart we will bring is the gender and the age. So click right here and let's look for where we dropped it. This is it. Ctrl C, come to your dashboard. Ctrl V, right click, no fill, no outline. Okay. I think let's take this to the bottom and see how it will fare there. Okay, no, let's leave it that way because it's going to affect the numbers. Okay, so we have this now. So let's format. Click on this first bar, right click, fill, and we want it to have this color. On the second bar, right click, fill, and go to more fill colors. Click on custom, and the color we would like to have there is 6A. B187. Okay, and let's treat our font. Go to font. We want it to be bold, and the font color we want this. Click on OK. Same thing here. Font. Keyboard. Do same for this font. This. We're going to make it bold. Okay, so next let's duplicate this text box. Ctrl D, and we're just going to write and you're going to change the size. We're going to change it to 12, and the color we're going to use this. Ctrl D again, and let's write so we are going to bring in our average each letter here. Okay, so let's move on to the next. The next model we're going to bring in, marital status. Where do we have that? We have that here. Control C, it's here dashboard. Control V, right click, no fill, no outline. Okay, so let's reduce this. Let's reduce it a bit again. I'm going to do an explosion of this also. So click right here, right click, and say no outline. So right click again and say format data series. The node all sides will change to 45. Okay, so let's color each of them. So for this, fill with this. For this, fill with this. And for this, fill more fill color custom. So because that is small, I want to use a color that will come out really well. So let's use HF4 CC70. What do we have there? So let's do that again. F4 CC70. Okay. So let's change our font. I want it bold. Okay, and for this, sorry, duplicate this. Okay, let's move on to the next. Go to our model. Next, we want to bring in states. So where do we have states? Where is states hiding? Yeah. So Control C, come to your dashboard, Control V, no fill, no outline. So this border, we want to thicken it. So I click here, go to Format Data Series, and the cap width, let's change to, okay, I think this is okay. Okay, so let's do right click here, fill, let's use this right here, font, we want the bold, and the color, we want this, okay, and this, font, still bold, color, this, okay. So we still have some space here, so we can increase this. Control D. Okay, we're getting there. Next, let's bring in the year. Go to our model. Where do we have the year? The line chart. Okay. Control C. Dashboard. Control V. No fill. No outline. Let's feed it here. So let's make our year line thicker. Click on this, right click, Format Data Series. For the color, we want a gradient line, just want 3 lines. So for this first line, we want this. For the middle line, we're going to use this one. And for the last line, we'll take this. Now we'll still go down. We want it to be smooth. Then at the end size, we want an arrow. And at the beginning, we want this. Next, for the width of our line. Okay, I think it's okay that way. Sorry, let's put that arrow down. End arrow. Okay. Control D. Okay, Next, let's bring in salary. Go to model, Ctrl C, go to your dashboard, Ctrl V, no fill, no outline. Okay, so for this, want to fill, let's use this. I click, font, bold, this, okay, font, bold, this, and so Ctrl D. So the last chart we're going to bring in is departments. So where do we have departments? Right here. Ctrl C, go to your dashboard, Ctrl V, right click, no fill, no outline. Let's put it here, decrease this a bit, let's take it down, increase this a bit. So let's change the bar. Let's increase the bar, sorry. And the gap width will change to okay. So the color, let's use gradient fill. But this time around, for this we want black. It's too shiny. Let's give it this. Okay, I think it's okay this way. Okay, so click right here. Sorry, front. And want it bold. This also front and bold. Ctrl D. Okay. So let's take in due for promotion. I have this here. Let's just do this. Ctrl C. Come to your dashboard right here. Ctrl V. So I'll fill. for the outline, we want the outline to have this color. Okay, so we want the font to be white, and we want it bold. And we increase this to 12. And choose that. Let's do something else. So come back here. Font, bold, white. Okay, come right here. Font, white, bold. For this one, this particular bar, we'll fill it with this. And this, we'll fill it with white. Okay. So Control D, let's duplicate this. Fill to white. So we want this placed here. Okay. Control D, bring it right here. So right here, we want to have due for promotion. Okay. Let's bring in the slicers. So insert slicer. And the slicer we want to bring in, we're going to bring in age range. Let's just pick them. So we want age range. We want department, gender, marital status, and let's bring salary range. Okay. For this, we'll change this to 4. Right click, go to slicer setting, and remove the display header. Okay. is how we want this. So let's leave it here. For this also, we're going to change it to 3. The column size, sorry, so you understand what I'm saying. So I click slicer setting. You don't want the display header and okay. Let's put this here. Okay, so gender, we'll change this to 2. Same thing, we don't want the slicer edit. And check this and click OK. Finance, change this also to 3. Yes, I want this first. For this age range, also change it. Same thing, slicer setting, we're going to put off the display headers. Okay, let's take this here. Okay, and this should come right here. So duplicate this because we need this for the company's logo. Okay, so let's format our slicers. Okay, so let's format our slicers. So click right here, click on slicer, click on more, and new slicer style. So let's select the whole slicer first. Format. For our font, we want this normal, but we want it bold. And the color, we want it white. Let's go to fill and more colors. Custom for our fill, we want it at F1, F1, F2. Okay. Now let's go to selected item format. And for fill, we want the fill effect. This, we want this. And this, we want this. Okay. And okay. And okay. So let's put them in. Okay. Click on this. Come right here and choose this. Click on this. Come right there. Choose this. Click on this. Come right here and choose this. And last but not the least, click on this. Come right here and choose this. Okay, so let's report connection on all our slices. Report connection and check all the boxes. Let's do same here. Check all the boxes. Okay. Next, report connection. Okay. Let's move on to the next. Report connection. Okay. And last but not the least, report connection. Please ensure you don't miss any of the boxes. So let's confirm our slicer. It's working. Yes, it's slicing, is interacting with us. Okay, next let's bring in our KPIs. For that, Ctrl D, duplicate this. So we want to bring out the number of total employee. Let's go on our formula bar. So click on view, formula bar. So equals to KPI, this, enter. Ctrl D. We want to bring in do for promotion. Go to your KPI and this is it. Enter. Duplicate this. And let's bring in total salary. Okay, so let's duplicate this. So I want to bring in the average age, Control D. So the average age is going to be right here, but let's don't make this overlap. KPI, average age, Control D, average salary. Okay, let's do this. Then let's shift salary to this way. So this can be right here. So the output will be here. So average salary on KPI. Where do we have this? We have here. Okay, so let's format this. Control A. We want it bold. We want. I know I like this font. I know everybody is already saying that. I admit. So let's make it 18. And let's change the color to white. Okay, I think it's okay. Okay, I think this is beautiful. So let's just do this. Okay, thank you, brush. Just drop the brush back gracefully. Now for this 31, I want to use this. So let's paint, drop the brush here and right there, and drop back the brush. And let's arrange it. So let's do this. Mm. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's put off our formula bar so we can get our right space. Our dashboard is already looking nice. Now, it's been long I brought in my name on the dashboard I've been creating for a while. So I want to go back to doing that. So I'm going to reduce this a bit. Control D. And I want to write my wonderful name. Ochema Mary. And for this, I want to bring in my beautiful picture. So I'm going to use shape format. So shape fill, picture from a file. Desktop, me, and insert. Okay, so let's move this. Okay, so we have that here. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in icons to beautify our work. And we're good to go. And we'll slice through and get inside. So let's go ahead and bring in those icons. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's bring in an icon. We want to bring in an HR icon. So click right here, click on the shape fill, and click on picture from online image or online picture. And we want to say HR logo. And speak this insert. So let's change the color. Let it fit to our colors. Let's come right here. Let's go see recolor. So let's change it to something that is close to what we have. Okay, so we'll use that. So next we're going to let's bring an icon for promote. How do we do that? Click on this box I told us to duplicate earlier. Come right here. Click on picture, online picture. Let's write promotion icon. Let's see what it's going to give to us. That's fine. Okay, let's use this. Yes. So click on insert. So we have that here. So just reduce the size and come right here, promote. Okay, now let's bring out some other icons from the icons here. So click on icon. Mm, okay, let's explore first. We need something for total employee. So okay, let's use this for average salary. Let's get another currency symbol. Let's use this for gender. What else are we looking for? Okay, total employees. Let's use this for total employees. Okay, then we need currency. So let me just write money here. Then take this. Let's insert the four of them. So start with this. Right click, fill white, and this needs to be right here. Right click, fill white, and this is for gender all over here. Let's reduce it a bit. Right click, fill. We want to fill to this, and this is for average salary. I just put it here. Reduce it a notch. Right click, fill. Okay, so we're done with our dashboard. So we can see once you slice through, you get every analysis you need to get. So our assignment for today, for those that are watching the video or have watched the video and you've completed this dashboard together with me, what insight did you find out from here? What advice do you have for the company? How can the company do better? In terms of promotion, what should it do and what should the company not do? Leave your comment on the comment section and I'll do well to check and reply. Thank you for watching and have a blessed and splendid day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also share. Thank you and bye.